Okay, we're rolling.
Hey, welcome back to the How to Podcast series. It's Dave with you. Hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about microphone technique because I'm listening to podcasts and helping podcasters, and I don't think anybody's told you how to use a microphone yet because there's a ton of things going on in the background while you're recording. I don't know what you're doing or if anybody's told you, but please stop doing some of these things. I love your show, but I can't hear you because of the way you're using your microphone. Now, I just want you to not feel like you're being attacked here, but if you don't fix this, your podcast is going to tank because people are not going to put up with this. And the things that I'm going to tell you today are very simple to fix. You just need to be intentional, and somebody's got to tell you, because there's a lot of people who are kind of like tipping around you right now, walking on eggshells. Like, I don't want to tell them. You tell them. No, you tell them. No, I'm not telling them anything. They're my friend. If I tell them this, they're going to hate me. I'm going to come in here and do it for them then, because none of them have the guts to tell you that you need to stop doing this. So let's get into this. But before this, I do have to do a little rant because it's been a while. So let's start with a rant. Totally unrelated to podcasting, but here we go.
And now, it is time for Dave to share a most excellent rant on something that he just won't stop talking about. Please allow Dave to share his thoughts on this particular subject so that his glorious wife Jennifer may have a moment of rest from Dave going on and on about this topic. Here is Dave and his rant for this week.
Okay, I was on my way home from work, sitting at the stoplights, and a very nice person was waiting to cross, and as soon as the light turned green for them to walk across in front of me, from right across in front of my car, they were doing that power walk thing. Now, it's not really running and it's not really walking. It's just this kind of weird little power walk thing. And it's apparently a sport. But anyways, it looked like, as a casual observer, it looked like somebody who's desperately in need of a bathroom break. It's just, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get to the bathroom. They're just like holding everything in because it gets, oh my gosh, right? And they're just like, I'm like, either commit to the run or commit to the walk. This in-between thing looks really awkward and very uncomfortable. Nobody looks happy when they're doing this power walk thing. Have you noticed this? Nobody looks like they're actually enjoying themselves. So maybe we need to do, I don't know, if you might be a power walker, then please reach out to me at howtopodcast.ca. Explain to me the benefits of a fast walk and a slow run. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Again, you look like you're constipated and you're in a hurry to get to the washroom, and yeah, it's like, get out of my way. Just, oh my gosh. So that's my little thing. I happened to this morning on the way home from work. I just thought I'd put it out there. Again, this has nothing to do with podcasting, but I don't understand power walking. So there you go. Let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing here. Dave, come on. See? Rant's over. Let's get back to work. So I was listening to a podcast at work last night. And I'm going to try not to annoy you in this episode, but I'm going to annoy you in this episode. There's a warning right there. I'm warning. The following episode is going to annoy you. Yeah, it is going to annoy you because I'm going to do some things that are going to spotlight some of the things going wrong in a podcast. The first is, I don't understand why podcasters are so captivated by touching the microphone. You don't need to touch your microphone. You don't need to hold your microphone. We have stands for this. I'm using a $12 or $15 microphone stand from the music store. Same ones that the singers use. You know, when they walk up on stage, they take the mic off the stand, they move the stand to the side, and they sing on the mic. That kind of stand. It's separate from my desk. It's sitting on the floor. Got 3 little feet on it. and I can adjust it any height I want. And I don't touch my mic. I might bump it once in a while by accident, but I don't touch my mic. It's just stationary. And what I heard last night sounded a little bit like this. So, yeah, so I'm just talking on my mic, and I'm tapping my mic, and I move my hand around and tapping my mic, and while I'm talking, I'm tapping my mic, and we get this weird kind of tap sounds, and it sounds kind of like thunder to me. Okay, Dave, stop it. Okay, yeah. That kind of stuff. I'm trying to hear you. I'm trying to pay attention to you, but I'm fighting through the sounds of you touching and banging and hitting your stand or doing something. And it's just going right through the microphone and right into my ears. Very hard to remove. I'm an editor. Very hard to remove when you talk over the sound of you banging around on your mic like that. So for all things podcasting, for the sake of podcast, please just get a stand, put your microphone on the stand, and then don't touch it. The microphone is lava. You know that thing we did when we were kids? You had to jump from the cushion to the cushion because the floor was lava. Don't touch the floor. Your microphone, lava. Don't touch it. Set it up. Keep your hands off it. Just sit on your hands. Put your hands under both of your cheeks and leave it alone, because it's just annoying. You are so annoying when you're banging around with your microphone. And if you're like, I don't do that, you do, because yeah, you do. You probably have, and you probably need to go back and listen. Stop banging your microphone when you're talking, please. Number one. Number two is know where to look when you're talking on a microphone. When you're talking on the microphone, this is just the basics, everybody. When you're talking on the microphone, there's a thing called proximity. That's how close you are to the microphone. And if you keep moving your destination further away and close to the microphone, everything gets all weird. You sound close, and then you sound far away. You sound like you're swallowing the microphone, and then you sound like you're in the next state or province or city. It's like, where did you go? Why are you so active? What are you running around the house? Are you painting a wall while you're recording your episode? What are you doing in the background while you're recording? Can you sit still? Can you sit in one location, stand in one location, and stop moving around? Just stay put. If you need breaks, hit stop. Take a break and come back. But don't be moving while you're talking. So I'll give you just to exaggerate an example of what I heard last night on a podcast. And the podcaster was all like way back here. Okay. They're like way back here talking. This is going to be really fun to edit. Way back here talking. And then they were kind of moved over here. And it was like they were behind the microphone, like it was behind their head. And then they came right up here and they were like right in my ears and right in my face and like eating my head because they were so close. And then they just kind of backed right off again, and they were way back over here. And the time when I did the thing, and when we do this, and we were right by here, we went right by and back out again. We went again. Proximity, people. Pick a spot, set up your mic, record a test track, and stay put. Don't move while you're recording. You will have a more consistent sound to your voice and what you're saying. It's going to make it so much better. If you just sit your butt down or stand where you're standing and don't move. Recording your podcast while you're running on a treadmill. Not a great experience for the audience. Sure, you're multitasking. Good on you. But maybe do something else while you're running. Focus on your podcast. You're out of breath and it's annoying. Please focus on what you're doing. It's going to be so much better. I'm telling you, it'll be so much better. So please. Another one is your energy level needs to be better. There are some very sleepy podcasters in the world where they are so close to their microphone. I'm going to try to do this. So close to their microphone that they feel like they need to talk a little quieter because they are so close to what they're doing. And if they talk too loud, it's going to be really, really loud. And when they get close, they slow down their speech. And it becomes extremely slow. And as a listener, they just sound like they're really bored and on the mic because they're really close, like their mouth is touching the microphone. And yeah. No. Your energy level drops because you think you have to be like one finger away from the microphone. So you lower your energy, you lower your volume, and you become as entertaining as rocks. Like you just, what happened? Where's your personality? Can you turn that up a little? Please, give yourself a little bit of space. Be a little more animated when you're talking. There's nobody here with me right now. It's just me in my basement with a microphone and you listening later. This is it, just me. But I'm back far enough from my mic that I can project. I want you to think about your podcast microphone as an accessory, not the main thing. Everybody treats their microphone like it's gold. It's just a mic. You still need to project. I want you to talk as if you're talking to somebody across the table from you at that volume, at that level, with that energy. And the microphone's just going to enhance it. The microphone isn't here to compensate for your lack of energy. Your energy level doesn't have a dial. You can't turn it up on your mixer board or in your settings. It's you. You got to turn it up inside of you and just show up and be energetic. If you're not feeling it, don't record today. Move on. Go do something else. Show up for your mic and talk with some projection in your voice. Take your voice in different places and speed up a little bit, slow down. Change your volume up and down. Like, go somewhere with your voice. Don't be that lazy, sleepy podcaster who sounds like they're going to fall off their chair at any given second because they're so slow and quiet, because they're so close to their microphone. They're afraid that it's not going to work. And you need help. You really need some help with this. So please wake up. Let's get some energy. Come on, let's go. We can do this. You can do it. Come on. I'm an introvert and I can do this. So you've got no excuse. Let's go. Another thing, just on the topic of microphones, an expensive microphone's not going to make you sound any better. Really not. Marginal at best. Get a microphone that you can afford. And if you can only use your phone, that's all the money you have, then use your phone. But use it properly, like you would when you talk on the phone to somebody. And hold it close to you and be in a quiet space. And understand how microphones work. How they work, how they pick up your voice, and practice. Why are we so allergic to practice? Why do we think that because a mic showed up at our door from Amazon that now we're a podcaster and we've never tried it, we've never practiced or learned how to use these things? Practice. Audacity is completely free, no monthly fee at all. You can download it today and be recording in minutes. And you can practice with your microphone. You can figure out how these things work and what works best for your voice. And it just takes practice. So please practice. It's going to help you so much. A microphone and the price of a microphone is not going to make your show better. How you use the microphone will make your show better. I can walk into a music store as a guitar player, pick a $2,000 guitar off the shelf and a $50 guitar off the shelf. And yeah, they have the same number of strings. They might have nicer wood for the more expensive guitar and nicer this or nicer that. But the guitar doesn't play itself. Somebody actually has to play it. Somebody actually has to strum the strings and pick the chord through the chords, and somebody actually has to play it. Whether it's a $50 guitar or a $2,000 guitar, a microphone has to be used. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's great. So don't be tricked into buying something you don't need. If you need help with making your choices for a microphone, let me know. I'd love to help you. But don't go for the big shiny object. It's not going to help you much. If you like to use little lapel mics, they're the little tiny ones that either clip on with a magnet to your shirt, or they have a little tie clip type thing and they clip on. You'll see people using these, right? There's a little cord, maybe if they're wired or they're not wired, but they clip onto your clothes and they sit underneath your chin somewhere. Some people will stick them on the brim of their hat or something else. Whatever. Those are small little mics. They might be really cool in some situations, but they don't really bring out the bottom end of your voice very well. Some of them are amazing. But the one thing I would encourage you, if you do have a microphone attached to your shirt, that you don't have anything that will rub up against the microphone, like the cords to your headphones or jewelry or something that rub your clothes, your shirt rubbing back and forth on the mic. It's not great. So please be careful with that. If you're doing that type of recording, be aware that nothing should touch the microphone, not your hand, none of that stuff. It's going to just go right through the mic, right into your listeners' ears. As an editor, it's a nightmare. So please don't touch the mic. Again, it's lava. Don't touch it. I heard a podcaster who recorded on their walk. Now, yeah, it's kind of cool to hear the car zipping by and the birds chirping and a dog barking in the background, kids playing gleefully around them as they walk down the sidewalk. But after a while, this same podcaster was getting tired. The walk was a little too long, and they're starting to lose their breath. They're huffing and puffing and short of breath and short sentences and laboring to get through this recording. I don't know what they were trying to prove by recording live, but they thought they'd do a whole 60-minute episode by walking down the sidewalk. After about 20 minutes of hearing them huff and puff and blow the house down, I stopped listening. I shut it off. It was exhausting. I felt like I was on a walk with them. Now, I love the realness of it. I love it captured in the moment. I like multitasking. All that stuff's good. But when your audience is fighting to understand what you're saying and you sound like your voice is labored and it's just not a great feeling, just make more time to record. If that's what you're fighting against, time, then maybe there's some other time you can steal somewhere else. But long walks, when you're getting tired and exhausted and your voice is cracking and you can't keep your breath, no. Find a better spot to record, because your audience is going to be like tired of it after a while. It's not a badge of honor to lose your breath, pass out on the sidewalk, but I got my episode done. Gosh dang it. Keep this in mind, that bad audio causes friction for your audience, and friction makes people click away from your show. It happened to me 3 times last night. So this is happening on a common basis on the podcast that I hear. The audience may forgive a weak sentence, a little bit here and there. I make mistakes all the time. I'm not perfect. I try to fix them as much as I can in the editing, but I miss things. It happens. They're less forgiving of distracted audio that doesn't get addressed. Common listener killers include uneven volume, plosives, mouth clicks, you get the dry mouth, room echo, table bumps, mic handling noise, not being in front of the microphone and staying in one place. You're all over the place. If the first 10 seconds of your episode sounds rough, many listeners decide the show is not worth their time or effort to try to fix in their brain and concentrate through all the distractions you're throwing at us, because you can't keep your hands off your mic or the mic stand or the table. I had an interview and the person was just like banging on the table the whole time. Like they're just fidgety and banging on the table and constantly touching things. I'm like, just, can you, I actually had to stop and go, okay, just one sec. Are you okay? Like, do you need a glass of water or something? I said, you've hit the table like 15 times in a row. And it's going right into the recording. Can we start over? Let's start this again. Can you put your hands somewhere? Like, can you hold on to something soft? And then we can record again. They had no idea. They had zero idea they were doing it. But once you hear it, you can't unhear it. So please, on your next recording, focus on reducing the amount of distractive things that you're doing in the moment. Practice good mic technique. Understand how your microphone works. Practice with your microphone. And build up your skill set over time. Try to be 1% better every time you come to the mic. And over time, you're going to get more confident with your microphone. You're going to understand how it works, and you're going to record better content because you've invested the time to learn the tool. Don't just throw up your hands and go, well, I've never been a big microphone person, so I don't know how to use this thing, so it is what it is. No, that's lazy. You can do better. So please invest the time, learn how to use the tech, and learn about podcasting because your audience is leaving for the door. They're heading to the door because you don't treat them with respect because you won't learn how to use the tools properly. If you need help understanding mic technique, and I'll show you examples together on Zoom. You and I can work on this. I'll show you where to place the mic, how you should be doing this to give you the best sound quality possible for the microphone that you have. Reach out to me at howtopodcast.ca. Love to help you. Better mic technique is going to save your show. Please invest the time to get better at what you do so that your podcast listeners will come back for more instead of heading for the door. Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks for being here. And if you're going for that power walk, please explain to me what's happening. All right, thanks. Take care. So I get asked quite often, usually at the end of a podcast, like right now, Dave, how can we help you? Like, how can we as a listener, like, support the show? Can we come rake your leaves? Can we cut the grass? Shovel the snow? Watch your dog? Help you move? What can we do? Clean your dishes? Oh, that'd be interesting. Well, if you can't do that because, you're in Poland, maybe you can help us by supporting us with our Buy Me a Coffee. It's right there on our website. And, it just will help us to, stay fueled because, we drink a lot of coffee around here. And it helps the show. So if you want to help us, it's out of the goodness of your heart. I can tell you that listening to the podcast to this point, you've already helped us so much. But I do have people saying, Dave, I'd love to give back something small, even just to the show. Buy Me a Coffee link is on our website at howtopodcast.ca. And you can support the show that way. It would mean a lot to have you on our team supporting what we do here. If you find value in the show, then that's great. Share the show, tell somebody about it. And when somebody says, Dave, I want to start a podcast, who should I check out? Oh, you should go check out the How to Podcast series because of all the great co-hosts and all the things that happen here, the meetups, everything. And I would appreciate that. And then fill our cup once in a while if you can. But again, thank you so much for being here and supporting the How to Podcast series. Take care. Talk soon. You're still here? Amazing. Cool. Awesome. What do you do, Dave, when people send you these cold pitches to be on your show? Well, I get a lot of them. I have 9 podcasts. I get pitched constantly for people to come on my show. I get the weirdest things. You probably get these too. Weirdest emails ever. Totally unrelated to my show. Totally like even calling me like Samantha, Susie, I've had Ralph and Bob, all these different names. I'm like, I don't know who all these people are, but then none of them are here today. They all called in sick apparently because it's just me here. I don't know who these people are, but they keep saying that they love the How to Podcast series hosted by Sarah. I'm like, well, hope she comes in soon because I've never met her. Even though I've got 696 episodes, she's never been here. So I don't know who's paying her. Sarah, who's paying that woman? Anyway, so I get these weird things and I get people saying, well, this person is a really great entrepreneur that created AstroTurf, fake grass for baseball diamonds. Like, my show's a podcast about podcasting. Like, I have no idea why you're talking to me. Right? And they're like, this person will be an amazing guest. You'll love him. I highly recommend it. I'm like, okay, cool. That's great. Good for you. Please, no. I get a lot of these pitches. So the one thing I do is I love my pre-chat. I love my pre-interviews. It weeds out a lot of people. It does. I've weeded out people that can't even commit to a pre-chat. They don't even show up. So imagine setting aside 45 minutes to an hour to record somebody and they don't even show. I set them up with a 15, 30-minute pre-chat. And if they can't even show up for that, they're not coming on my show. I'll give them some grace. Life happens. It's happened to me. But if you bail on me for multiple pre-chats, you're not coming on my show. It's just a nightmare waiting to happen. So that's one thing that I use is screening everybody through a pre-chat on a different day ahead of recording. That's one way for me. Some people will use a form for people to fill out, and that'll help them. The one thing you can say, though, even if you don't do pre-chats and you record in the moment with your guests, you haven't met them before, you just hit record, is let them know that you hold the rights to whether or not you're going to release the episode. And if they're like, hey, that's not nice, well then maybe they're not going to be a great guest. Most people are going to be fine with that. But let them know you're going to edit the show. Let them know that you may or may not release the episode depending on how the end product is. And they should be fine with that. If they're not for you. Let them move on. There's a ton of podcasts out there that will take them and have no screening at all. Don't be that show. Have some kind of guardrails for your audience so you don't bring on people that are irrelevant or a waste of time for your audience. If I listen to your show, I trust you to bring on people that have value for me as a listener. And if you break that trust, I'm not coming back. So respect and honor that trust that people have given you over time, and you'll get better guests. You'll improve. The quality of your guests will improve over time as well. And you'll see great results because you put in the time and the practice and the research. And all that'll pay off for you in the future. Let me know if you need any help. howtopodcast.ca. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.